What's up YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Romulo and today I'm going to talk a little bit about podcasting gear and I'm going to show you the equipment that I bought for starting my podcast. So stay tuned and let's go to the video. So let's start with the most important thing, which is the microphone. I've been researching a lot about it on the internet and watching YouTube videos about all sorts of different microphones. And to be honest, I got a little bit overwhelmed. There are so many different ones to choose from, but basically there are two big types of microphone that you should consider. One is called a condenser mic and the other is called dynamic mic. So there's no better or worse, it just depends on what sort of environment you are in. And the condenser one basically captures the audio from the environment that you are in with a higher gain. So it actually captures more of the noise. That means that if you live in a noisy place, it's a very complicated type of mic to have since it will capture everything. A dynamic one is the opposite, so it tries to capture more what's closer to it. So all the background noise is more or less cancelled. And this is exactly the one that I need because I live in a very, very noisy area with all trains passing all the time. I live right in front of the railway. So in that case, it would be the best option for me. So I started from that point on. In fact, let me show you a little bit how noisy my area is and how important it is to choose the correct mic. Otherwise, it would capture the sound of the whole area surrounding it and it could be really, really disappointing. So then in the dynamic types of microphones, I was searching for the biggest brands and so on. And basically the most famous one that all the podcasters and some YouTubers as well like to buy is the Technica ATR 2100, which is a USB mic and it already has the audio interface. So all the volume, the gain settings embedded in the microphone. That means you don't have to buy a separate AI or audio interface to do that job. The thing is that it became way too popular and now it's hard to find in the stores, and when you find it, it's from somewhere far and it's very expensive. It used to cost about $60 to $70 and the ones that I found were from only Amazon US, so I could not buy in Europe. That means I would pay a lot in shipping and they were $140, $150. And despite there are many different types, there are more or less 3 or 4 big brands that you could choose from. And basically I just watched a lot of videos and just to listen how it sounds. And I just picked the one that I liked the most, which was from Behringer Xenix 8500. And it comes with a cost of just 1590 euros, which is great for a starter microphone, and I like it a lot. So this is the mic. It is pretty compact, I would say, and it feels good in handling. It feels heavy, it feels sturdy. So for 1590, I don't think there would be anything better. And then I bought this pop filter, which comes separately. And it's pretty expensive, in my opinion. It costs like 3 euros or so, and it's just a piece of foam. So anyways, but it's very important. It tries to cancel out the pop sounds. So every P and B, it tries to lighten how it sounds. So you don't have the plosive sound, the noise from the plosive sounds. Then once you have the mic, you also need to buy the cable, of course, and this mic specifically is not a USB one, so you have to buy this XLR cable, which costs, it starts from anywhere like 4 euros and goes up to 40, but doesn't really matter. This one I paid $6. It was the cheapest that I could find, and it sounds great, so no need to spend a lot of money on it. Another important thing is the audio interface, or AI as they say, and this could get really expensive. It starts anywhere like 35 euros and it goes to 2,000 or so depending on how professional you want to be. And I wanted to buy the cheapest one because, you know, like you're just starting, so you don't really need a lot of expensive stuff. The thing is that it became also too popular like the microphone that I mentioned, and it sold out everywhere. Then I bought the second cheapest one that I found and I paid 44 euros, and it's the Behringer Xenix 302 USB. So this one here, this bad boy here. And it has one XLR input and then two RCA inputs and one RCA output. And in addition to that, there's a headset and microphone jack as well for the smaller ones. There's a bunch of settings that you can play with, and I am still trying to learn, but basically I just put the ones that sounds better to me and makes my voice sound better. So it's been pretty fun to use. It comes with this cable, so there's no power source on it. I mean, there's no power cable on it, so it's all being fed by the USB. So this USB cable feeds the power to it and also transfer the data. And you can get actually live feedback on your headset when you plug it in. Yeah, it's been great. I've tried a lot already. It's been pretty fun, and I definitely recommend it for sure. And another important part of it is actually having a good headset so you can listen to your voice perfectly and to your guest. And I already had a good pair of headsets before, so I didn't need to invest any money buying a new one. I had this Sony MDR V150, this one here. I got a sale. It used to cost like 30 euros and I got it for 15, so a pretty good sale, and it sounds amazing. And it's just a normal headset jack like this. And lastly, it's something that I was really excited to buy because it just looks so fancy, and despite you don't really need, it's something that I gave myself as a gift, which is this arm. So this is something so cool when I see these podcasters having these amazing ones, and they have 2 or 3 and they all come to the same table with the guests, and they don't need to hold the microphone and they just speak to it like this. And this was like 16 euros, and you can easily find on Amazon, and it's pretty basic, you know. And it comes already with this mount, which is like a floating mount. I don't know exactly how it is called, but as you see, there's like some strings which keep the vibrations off. So every vibration from you touching the arm or you touching the microphone, somehow it cancels out the interference that it could be when the microphone start juggling around a little bit. So it's not necessary, but it's something that I really wanted to buy, so I bought. So total cost of my equipment was something below 90 euros. And as I said, you could maybe find a cheaper audio interface or even a cheaper headset if you would like. And this could go as low as 60 or 70. So it's not that much of an investment for a podcast, but it's definitely something that you have to have, because it's not something that you just do to have a better quality, but you have to have a good quality to be accepted on the podcasting platforms like iTunes or Spotify. So you submit your podcast and then they will review and they will consider a lot of things, and one of the most important aspects into it is a good sound quality. So you definitely need to have this equipment. And now I'm going to show you how I set up my gear. So that's it for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to give the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. See you on the next one.